Brandon Shiga here for week 4 of Mobile Development Frameworks. Gonna go over my app really quick and my code with you guys to see how I did stuff. So my app uses the Hotwire API, and what I have it do is just search for the top 10 best hotel deals across the world. So I have the distance set to whatever the maximum is, and then I have 10 selections for it to return. So when you click on one, it puts what they call the headline, which is the title and the price per night. I have the price per night here, how many stars it received, which city it's located, and then its latitude and longitude. In case I ever wanted to put like a map down here or something. You can see it'll work for all these. $93 a night, 5 stars in Beijing. It's a good deal, I think. And then here is what my XML code looks like. I don't know why it did this. I'm sure it's probably supposed to look organized, but I don't know. For some reason, it just kind of puts it all blurred. I don't know. Maybe it's because I did it as a text view instead of like a label. That might have something to do with it. But here is an actual copy of my XML. So this is what it looks like when it gets parsed. When I store it to file, this is the actual file that I'm reading, this index.xml file that I created. So I'll go through my code here with you really quick with you guys. Here's where I set my URL. So here's the API address, hotwire.com. I had to go in and register for a key. And then I set the limit to 10, and the diversity is the city, so it just searches in cities. And then if the request is complete, it sets does the connection and it sets a request and then the data. And then here we append the data when it does receive the data, and then for the connection did finish loading. I have it stored into local storage like we have it in the video, so I have my full path here, and then I store it as an index.xml file. And then at the very bottom here, I use my delegate to store the data in the form of a string. So in my delegate here, I just have a string called XML, and then I create the delegate here, and then I just assign this to this, or the string to that XML file. And then in my hotel object, so this is just a bunch of properties I have. This I tried to do it like the teacher had it in the video with the init with name and all this stuff. I had all this, and then I realized that I have to do it a little bit differently, I think, because if I look at my XML parse, I don't have any attributes. All this stuff is just characters. So what I actually had to go in and do in my where is it? My table view here. So I have my did start element here, which I just put, so for hotwire, that's the beginning. I just put a console down here so that I know where the beginning is. And then I have it if it starts hotel deal. So hotel deal for the beginning, that's every individual item. So I create a new instance of the hotel object. I init it. And then I also create this other object called an item, which I'll get down to later. It's actually a dictionary, a mutable dictionary. So when I go to the found character, so basically I just have this string called current element data, and it just appends what I find inside of between the element tags. And then what I do is, if for the did end element, if the element name is a hotel deal, so if it ends here at hotel deal, which means the end of an object or the hotel, the deal, I go ahead and assign all the things from the dictionary, and I'll show you guys where I put that in. And then if it's at the end of a hotwire, which means at the very end here, I just do a found ending. So also at the end of the hotel deal, I add the object to my hotels array. So basically the way I have this is if it's anything besides these two, so anything else within this hotel deal, so all this stuff, I didn't want to have a bunch of if else statements, like if element is this, then this. I would have like 20 of them, or how many are here. Plus I don't have the attributes, so I can't just do the dictionary attribute thing that we did in the video. So what I did is I created this dictionary called item, and I set an object, which is the current data that's pulled when the tag ends. So for example, the first one here would be the found date. So it would take all of this, it would set as the object, and then it would set the key equal to this, which is the actual element that it pulls from. So that lets me kind of store it temporarily, I guess, in the dictionary, so I don't have to go and have a bunch of if else. I just have this is the key and then this is the value. So I just have a bunch of key value pairs, and then in the actual if the element name is the hotel deal, what I do is I go through and I get the item for the key price, and I set it to this price string and then rating string, and then the same thing, continue. And then I had to do, these are all set as strings, so I had to do for these values here, these two are integers, so I had to get the integer value, and then these two are floats, so I had to get the float value. So that's kind of a not so easy way to do it, but I think it works. It worked for me. So, and then for my segue here, I don't use the, I guess, the traditional method for the where is it? This delegate, I must not have it here. The selected row at index path, I think that's what it is. I just use this prepare for segue, and then I get the path myself for the selected row, and I just make it my own index path. And then I set the segue.destination view controller, and then I set all these properties. So in my detail view controller here, I have all these properties listed. And then here, I go in and actually, when the view did appear, I set the labels to the string. So that's basically my app. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next class. Thanks a lot.